Hello there, everybody. My name is Angelo. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. It's great to have you. I am just hanging out after work, late at night, just trying to update all of you guys with everything that's going on. And that includes anything from health to work or just overall fitness, any day, everyday things, and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, please do think about subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell to let you know when I upload new content. It's free, it really helps me out, and I really appreciate when you guys interact. So feel free to either interact through subscribing or leaving comments, liking the video, all of that good stuff. With that being said, I will talk about my day and maybe my week a little bit, and just have a little chat before I clean up and call it a night. But with that being said, I worked today for a longer period of time than I expected. So I went to the sewer plant today. And if you're not aware of this, I do electrical work. I went to the sewer plant that we've been working at for a couple of weeks now. And don't worry, this one's not gross. If you didn't know this already, this one is not in use yet, so it's completely empty. It doesn't smell. It's very clean. We're basically setting the whole thing up for electric, and got there at 8. Was there till I believe a little bit after 4:30. Then got to another job at 4:45 around that time. Worked for about an hour, and then drove all the way to Sag Harbor, which was about 45 minutes further east. So going actually the opposite direction of where everybody's trying to go home. And I was a little demoralized at first because it was something so basic that had to be changed. But yeah, I'm just hanging out and trying to recover a little bit physically, kind of feel it after a while. Yesterday I worked on this person's pool, and I crushed my finger quite severely. I ripped up my pinky finger pretty bad. So I have this, and it's a little ghetto, I guess, but if you can see, this is electrical tape, and then this is the pinky finger. This black material is from the pinky finger of a nitrile glove, and I have a clean gauze bandage with medical tape around this. When I got to the site this morning, I put a nitrile glove on, the palm ripped, then eventually fingers were ripping, so I just ripped all of it off, kept the one pinky finger on, and I'm just trying to keep the cut safe because we are still working in a contaminated environment, and I don't want to get sick. I think that's fair enough to say. But yeah, really just trying to take it day by day, push myself, not push myself too hard, because you do burn out in this type of stuff. Mentally and physically. Also, I'm bouncing back from having a extended weekend, I think, is the other part of this. So yeah, it's been a nice change of pace to get back out there, get working again, but it was also kind of surprising because it kind of took us off guard. But I had a good day overall, was pretty productive. And, I busted my butt. I worked hard, and, that's one thing that no one can say that I didn't do today, because I know I did, and I really pushed myself. And I think that's one thing that's nice about what I do currently with the electrical work that you can't always say with other jobs. It's very hard to prove it. But when you're doing manual labor, you're repeatedly picking up, cutting, drilling, you are beating yourself up, doing stuff like this to yourself, even if that's not intentional, or if you don't want it to happen to you. you're hustling, and you're pushing through the pain. And you know, I'm glad that I'm bouncing back nicely. Um, this weekend was a nice break, but it was also just, you got to remember who, was able to make that happen. So I'm tremendously grateful for all of our veterans, and Memorial Day. And yeah, I'm just watching sports recently too. I think that's an interesting thing that's been going on. That's developed. Started watching the Knicks pretty often, and I watch the Spurs and the Thunder play each other right now because the Knicks already swept the Cavaliers, and they're waiting to see who comes out of this other series. I think that whoever gets out of this series alive for the Spurs and the Thunder, um, they're not going to be at 100%. I think the Knicks will be very close to it. They'll be much more rested. And if it's anything that we've seen, rested Knicks team has been a dangerous Knicks team. So I'm curious to see what happens. As a New Yorker, I think it would be very cool to see us finally have a successful basketball team for the first time in a while. Even with the short stint that we had KD here, unfortunately, that didn't go as planned. But yeah, that'd be really cool to do, to see it, and possibly go to the city and just see the mayhem. I don't even know if the city would be standing anymore if the Knicks won a championship. I think people might tear that place down. I don't know if we're like the Philadelphia of basketball, but I wouldn't be surprised. And yeah, so I'm continuing to push myself overall anyway, just day to day, and trying new things, watching new stuff. Like as I say, I'm a casual sports fan, but I'm becoming more interested in some developments. Certain sports I'm more casual than others, and I think that expanding your horizons, broadening horizons is usually a good thing. You find new things that you like. You find things to occupy your time that are productive, and just new conversation starters, discussions that you can be a part of, and overall just being entertained. So, if you have a goal that you are trying to achieve, I just want you to know that I personally believe in you and your ability to do something great. So keep pushing, do not quit. And there's plenty of people that are going to have to say things. Just push them to the side, eyes forward, keep working. Sorry for the jump cut. My computer is bugging. I just want to say that if you have something that you believe in, that you genuinely want to achieve, to aim for it. I'm still going through my struggles, and I'm not quitting on myself. So I refuse to quit on all of you guys, and hopefully you refuse to quit on yourself, and also refuse to quit on me, and we can hold each other accountable. I really look forward to talking to you all very soon, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.